Two sides that find themselves at the bottom of the Asian Champions League Elite table go head-to-head tonight in a battle of pride as PFC Nasaf take on Shorta. Nasaf have already been eliminated from the competition and are currently bottom of the table and have yet to pick up a single point. Shorta have a huge mountain to climb and must win their last two games if they are to stand any chance of qualifying for the knockout round. Nice and cool over in Uzbekistan, just 8 degrees, and you can see not too much wind, and well, the humidity is about 50%, so really nice conditions for playing football. So a lot on the line for both sides who have made changes during the January window and brought new players in. Only 1 point separate these two sides, but only 1 point attained in all the games that they've played so far in the Asian Champions League. That was a 1-1 draw, which Shorta got on match day 1 against Al Sadd, and Mendy, who you just saw there, was the man that got the equalizer in the 88th minute. Nasaf yet to score a win in this competition and will be desperate that they can turn that around, having made a few changes today to see if that will improve their fortunes. They did win the Super League. They were champions last year. PFC Nasaf. Their league will start and get going early March. So they are yet to play really competitive football throughout this competition, which is probably why they find themselves near the bottom of the table. Shorta, on the other hand, they're currently right up at the top of the table in the Iraqi league. They won the league as well in 2024-25. Currently second in their league, having played 15 games, and they're 1 point behind Al-Qama, and they do have a game in hand as well. Nice to see that the fans have come out to support the local team. It's the Glol Stadium, which is based over in Fergana. You can see the fans just want to win. They've only managed to score 6 goals in this competition. They've lost the last 2 games 1-0. One was at home, one was away. That was against Tractor from Iran and Al Ittihad. That one was away from home. Well, they let us know what they want the score to be. Can they get the job done? That's going to be the question. Both sides have struggled. We mentioned that Nasaf have managed to score 6 goals. Shorta, well, they've only managed to score 2. Mendy, who we mentioned, that one in the 88th minute, that equalizer against Al Sadd from Qatar. Bassam got the other one. They went 1-0 up against Al Ittihad at home against the Saudi side, but just couldn't see that one across the line. So only 2 goals scored. They are the lowest scorers in the competition, and they have conceded the most with 17 goals conceded, but they are in 11th place, just above Nasaf. There is one more match day after this one. Shorta will be at home to Al Duhail from Qatar. That should be a big game for them. But they have to get the job done here. They have to get to win. There's a huge goal difference to turn around as well, so that could be their problem. They are currently minus 15. You do feel that it will be a massive uphill task. Well, the two sides almost set to come out the tunnel. With one of the youngest squads in the competition, PFC Nasaf have struggled to find their feet this season in the competition. With their league season set to start in the next month, they will need to use this game to try and give themselves a positive platform to build on if they are to retain the league title that they won last year. No wins or draws in this year's competitions means that they have had their worst Champions League campaign to date. It's a stark contrast and a step up from last season where they competed in the Asian Champions League 2 format. Shorta, well, they have a very, very slender chance of qualifying for the knockout stage. They must rely on other results to go their way and must win today and on match day 8 to have any chance of qualifying for the next round. A solitary point on match day 1 against Qatari side Al Sadd is the only point that they have managed to get so far, and having conceded 9 goals in their last 2 games, it doesn't look good for the reigning Iraqi champions. So this game is all about playing for pride. Can Nasaf pick up their first points of the campaign and get off the bottom of the table? Or will Al Shorta shock everyone and pick up their first win of this Champions League Elite campaign and give themselves that glimmer of hope for qualifying for the next phase? The Istiklal Stadium awaits, but who will leave with pride intact? PFC Nasaf versus Al Shorta. It's up next, and the action will start in a few moments' time. Was a bit optimistic, that sign, 5-0. 1-0 was going to probably be a little bit more realistic. That being said, though, Al Shorta have conceded those 9 goals in the last 2 games against Al Hilal and Al Ahly, both from Saudi. So anything is possible. Nasaf, they make 3 changes to the side that lost 1-0 on matchday 6 against Al Ittihad. In comes defender Duravanov, and the attack is boosted by the inclusion of Abdigsilikov and Rustamov. With the lack of goals, they will be hoping that these changes will help the side going forwards. However, Akramov, who scored 2 of the 6 goals in this competition, does get a start in the middle of the park. Big ask. They were a very, very young squad at the start of this campaign. They have added the experience as it's gone on. Here's our referee, Khalid Al Turayas from Saudi Arabia. He'll be in charge of this one. Pitch is looking good though, nice, firm and flat. But it's 5 changes made by Moin Sulaiman after that crushing 5-0 defeat in match week 6. A change in goals sees Ahmed Basel miss out, and backup keeper Hassan comes into the starting 11. The other big news is that the 38-year-old Syrian international Farhad Youssef gets himself a start, having just resigned for the club that he spent 5 years at earlier in his career. Mutez Zadem and Hussein Ali and the young Algerian defender Tariq Agon also get starts in this 11 as the team go in search for their first 3 points of the campaign. There was Farhad Youssef, you just saw him in the shot there. 58 international caps for Syria. Had 5 very successful years. Let his contract expire. Thought he was going to sign somewhere else, but has now returned back to the club. Had 5 good years here, where they've won the Iraqi League on 4 out of those 5 occasions. So really does have the experience and the quality that's needed tonight. The countdown's on. Kickoff is almost here. And it is Nasaf that get us underway in the maroon strip, kicking from right to left. Already a tweak in formation from what they played in that last game against Al Ittihad. Al Shorta to try and build up through the middle of the park, but well won back though. Mr. Moffat was that won it. Dear oh dear, that was absolutely fired in, and that shot was fired wide. Had the lick off, snatching at that one. Ezekiel Berdayev in charge of this Nasaf side. Here's Mustafa. Clips that one up the line, but again, Al Shorta guilty of giving the ball away a little bit too much. Oh, they really haven't started well. We heard the coach's interview before, and he said it took them 3 different flights to get here to the stadium. Travel was slightly disrupted as well, so it hasn't been the easiest travel for Al Shorta. They've run off. Nice ball, clip forwards. Good runners running off the ball as well. Adonis helped it forwards. The shot just ricocheting and bouncing around before it's just launched clear. Armin Sulaiman in charge of Shorta. Former player in Egypt, the 51-year-old. Yeah, the flag went up for that one. A ball that was just threaded through. As we see all across the world now, they wait to see if anything develops or a goal is scored. It can always be called back. But if you do put your flag up straight away, then that doesn't favour the attacking side. Thankless job being an official. Nice job tucked into the channel, easily dealt with though. Eshmuradov just keeps it simple. Nematov launches that one long. Little cushion header back inside from Fahad Yusuf. Straight back into the team. Straight back with the skipper's armband. Here he is again. Has time and space. Just keeps things simple. Mustafa. Just trying to calm themselves down after the opening 2 or 3 minutes of madness when they just gave the ball away so cheaply. Fahad. There's another sloppy pass forward, and now a chance. Adonis Shalat. Shalat cuts back inside, dinks it in. Faintest of touches there. Mukhsidinov got on the end of that. Just couldn't guide it goal bound. That'll go down as a chance. Got in front of the defender as well. Did everything right. Just accept the finish. So it's been a high press from Nasaf, trying to pin Al Shorta back. Seems to be working. There's Mendy. And on the ball early. Play on, said the referee. Both sides struggling to get any momentum throughout this campaign. It's only the top 8 that progress through to the knockout phase in this West zone. Nice little layoff inside, and that's well picked up as well and well taken. Back Ramonov. Here he is again. Goes for the curler. Good save. Not clear yet though. Abid Ramatov just keeps things simple. Happy to move it around. Bakramov gets in behind the defence again. Trying to tee it up nicely for Ramatov. Bright start then for the hosts. Ishmudadov and look them all the way back. That's the best opportunity we've had so far. Hassan in the Shorta goal will be happy with his first contribution. Here come Nasaf again. Abid Ramatov launches it to the far post. Nodded back inside. Great finish. The keeper came, was nowhere near it, and Ramatov, who broke forwards from midfield, makes absolutely no mistake. And Nasaf take the lead. Well, you have to say it's been coming. Really, really nice finish from him. The 24-year-old who came through youth system, had a loan spell at Kizikum. Great ball into that far post area. Nice cushion header back from Muksidanov. Ramatov just gambled and got in there. No one went with him. Just flicks it between the legs of Hassan in goal. And with 8 minutes on the clock, the side that's bottom of the table look like they could take all 3 points. They have been so positive throughout this first 9 minutes or so. Nice little bit of skill. Just saying they're just jinking past the challenge, winning the free kick. Davron off the 23-year-old defender. Giving away that free kick, so now Shorta can try and come forwards. Mustafa. Hussein goes all the way back as well. There's that press from Nasaf. Mendy with a big switch. Little cushion header back was a little tester. Easy in the end for Nematov. Now Shorta haven't lost this calendar year in the league games that they've played, and they'll be looking to try and keep that momentum going. Just Keeping it from the left back position, goes all the way to the right to Mustafa again. Trying to probe for one of those openings, Shorta. Mendy had his back to play there, which was why he had his pocket picked. It's allowing Nasaf to come again. Daveron off. Rustam off. Shorta then have to chase now. As mentioned, they have taken the lead in a Champions League game this year. Scored in just the 5th minute against Al Ittihad from Saudi Arabia on match day 3. Ended up losing 4-1 on that occasion. That's a nice run forwards though from the skipper. Sain gets the ball in. Couldn't make anything happen though. Nice play. Mustafa. Not sure that the cross went in, but it went straight to the hands of Nematov, who launches that one long, and you can see just trying to catch out the defence. This would put the nail in the coffin of Shorta. They wouldn't be able to qualify for the knockout phase if they lose here. A loss or a draw, no good for them. Nasaf they're the only side that have been officially eliminated. This would be a boost. It would leapfrog Shorta in the league table. It's better from Shorta. They seem to be calming themselves down a bit. Hussein. Munaf. Abdul Razak. Mendy wanted it back, slipped through though. Al Mawas. Good covering. And Nematov just launches that one long. Easily dealt with from Munaf though. Nice little cushion chest pass from the 28-year-old. Yeah, they're getting themselves into the swing of things now. Shorta. As mentioned, horrendous travel plans to get to this stadium. 3 different flights. Lost a full day's preparation as well, and then they have to prepare when they get there. Not been easy for them at all. Enough. Mendy dropping deep, but there's nothing on forwards ahead of him. Abdul Razak. Mustafa closed down quickly as well. Fahad having to wait. And again, it finds its way to this near side. Just ran out of pitch there. And then Inshallah, the 27-year-old man that was born in Yugoslavia. There's the goal again. Ramatov just making that late dynamic run. No one went with him. Great ball in from Abid Ramatov. Lovely cushion. It's a well-worked team goal. Maybe that 5-0 isn't looking so far away. Decent ball fired in. Just flicked away though. Eshmuradov clearing his lines. Duranov couldn't clear his lines properly though. Picked up again though in the middle of the park by Mutez. But again, Al Shorta guilty of giving the ball away cheaply. So here come Nasaf. Ramatov, the goal scorer. That's a bit heavy. Shalat, I was never going to get there. It's a poor ball played up the line for Adenis Shalat. Played a couple of seasons in Kosovo before moving to Macedonia. Too much to do. Khalid Al-Tarayas, the referee, firmly in control of this game. Mutez again, just couldn't get it under control. Mutez a little bit disappointed with that. This time it's a higher press from Al Shorta, and that's why Gaibulev just put his foot right through the ball. Much better from Nasaf. Looks it then off. Just clips it in and easily cushioned away from Manaf. Mendy. Not too happy with that defensive action, but sometimes you've just got to defend. Looks it then off. Nice ball in the channel. Manaf just physically stronger there. Again. Fahad Youssef dropping very, very deep in this half, trying to get on the ball as much as possible. Here he is again. Mustafa. Finally got there to Mutaz. Gives it away again, though. Nasaf come away with it, though. Backs from off. Nice ball fired out to Shorta. Shorta has the overlap. Hooks it then off to the far post. What a chance. How has he missed that? Abir Muramatov has somehow put that over the top. Lovely play down the left-hand side. No one marking at that far post. Abir Muramatov just took it too easy. What a chance. You do feel if that would have gone in, the way that the game has ebbed and flowed, Nasaf would have been in a very, very good position. As it is, it's only one goal, and anything can happen. Mutaz having a track all the way back in there. No foul, said the referee. Ishmuradov just keeps it simple, and Nematov, he'll take his time. Launches that one long. Mendy. Mustafa. Shorta keen to just keep possession. Shorta are seeing a bit more of the ball at the moment. They can't get anything going in that final third, though. Fadjusov dropping in as a left back there just to get on the ball. Not where we're accustomed to seeing him play. That's good. Abir Muramatov with the ball in. A close down on that occasion. Straight into the arms of Hassan. Ball just tucked into the channel. Hussein manages to get the cross in, but not deep enough, so hook clear, not far enough. Well, the intent was there from Mutaz, but just couldn't and didn't come off. The flag stayed down. Chance here. Abir Telokov, he makes no mistake, but does the flag go up? Yes, it does. And that's why we didn't get too excited. He looked in an offside position. Abdichlikov went that fraction too early. And there you could see that was good defending in the end from Munaf. Didn't chase him in there. Just held his ground. It was a very, very high line. But clearly offside. Lovely ball tucked into the channel for Salah. Again, Munaf having to come and deal with the situation. That one off, comfortably getting there. Played up the line but gets dispossessed. Hussein. Mustafa. Fahad. Trying to get them to change the angle. Bit of a strong challenge coming in there in the middle of the park. Rustamov just catching Mendy. From Senegal. Got caught there. Decent ball whipped in and a good strike, but what a save. Good work from Nematov in goal. And the man that was voted the AFC Under-23 Asian Cup best goalkeeper pulled off a very, very stellar save there. Was the best chance so far for Al Shorta. Good keeping though. He's managed to keep his side in this one. Gavranov. Enough. Plays that channel, and again Munaf coming to the rescue. Clearing their lines as well as they would like. Al Shorta. Siddenov. Salah. Salah just waiting for support. Abid Ramatov. There he is again. Greatest clearance from Hassan in goal. Got away with it though. Just a little something off the ball that saw Mendy go to ground. That's why the free kick's awarded. Here's that save again. It's a good strike. Great ball whipped in. Mustafa, the fullback. Nematov going down early, managing to get it at the second attempt. Buildup is losing out, not happy with that decision. Mendy. This is better from Al Shorta. Hussein plays it forwards. Al Mawas just played it too far ahead of him. Was never going to keep that one in play. XG for these two sides at the moment, it's 0.74 for Nasaf, 0.22 for Al Shorta. Al Shorta having a lot more possession of the ball as well. Decent ball fired in. Easily defended though. Mendy. Mustafa bends another one in. Solid defending though from Nasaf. Now Shorta looks to come away. Ball tucked in the channel, but Abedikselikov didn't really read that. Mendy tries a big switch of his own. Got a bit of a nudge in the back there, even if there was contact, the referee was never going to give it. That's a poor kick from Nemetov. Straight out of play. Wasted. Would he have wanting a little bit more from his players? Not seem to be getting it at the moment. Shorta keeping possession. Mendy wanted the free kick and the referee pulling it back. Another man from Senegal, 25-year-old. Driving forwards there, trying to make inroads. Tarek finds Mustafa. Nice little overlap from him. Can he get a decent ball in? Chops it back, but concedes possession, picked off by Abid Ramatov. Mendy doing well to retain possession. Razak. Far too big a switch from him. It's a round of applause from Mustafa, the fullback, but it was far too heavy. Shorta. Spun all the way out to Abid Ramatov. Another ball in from him. Comfortable in the end from Hassan. Bowled out quickly. Good defending in the end. Davronov caught out of position but put the challenge in to win the ball back. Save to make so far in this first half. Just trying to get a little bit buoyed and a little bit behind their side. Silikov. Just getting that little bit too close to him. A bit of late drama towards the end of this first half. Attack as well. There he is once more. I just didn't read it. Looks it then off. Just not on the same page on that occasion. Ball forwards trying to catch out the defenders, but the young keeper coolly and calmly deals with that situation. First team squad since 2017. Was in the Super League team of the season in 2024. Slices that one forwards though. Mendy waited, so lost out. Fired to this near side, Mustafa. And just when it looks as though they're making inroads, they look to switch play. Fahad. Mendy. Wants to give and go. Couldn't get it under control as that one's launched clear though. Shorta, nice ball played forward. Is that one off? Wants it back and gets it back. Big long switch from him. Maroon shirts in the middle. Good save for the keeper, but he's dropped it. What a chance for Shorta. Well, it looked as though there was absolutely no danger there. Not happy. Felt he was clipped and caught. Got the free kick. It's a decent ball in with two maroon shirts to aim for, and Hassan came a long way, but then dropped it right at the feet of Shorta, who just couldn't sort his feet out quickly enough. Tarek was there to mop things up, and here he is again. Mendy wins another free kick. Dust them off. A little nudge in the back. Five minutes left of this first 45. Nasaf are 1-0 up. Absolutely excellent for the first 10 or so minutes. Then Shorta have dusted off the cobwebs and haven't looked too bad themselves now. They've played their way into this game. Space for Mutaz, gets it back again, trying to tuck it down the line but losing out, so Abid Ramatov comes away with it, doesn't win the free kick though. Fahad. Mendy He scoops that one forwards. Mendy again, under pressure. Just well to retain possession. Nice little reverse ball, but well read from Gaibulaev. Intercepted, Gaibulaev doing well reading that ball. Nice ball scoop forwards, but comfortably cushioned back. Good defending from Terek Agun. Played the advantage, not once but twice there, so referee say play on. Didn't feel there was much contact there on Hussein Ali. And Mawas on the other hand though. And that looks like it's actually Mute Zadem who felt he got clipped as well. In that, a little bit of contact if anything. Looks it then off. Shala. Helping to keep the ball moving. Have run off as well. Better closing down. It's a lovely switch of play as well, but well read again. Gaibulaev reading that one perfectly and then tucking one into the channel. He just caught him rolling around on the floor, and you can see happy to lift it off. No real malice in that, he did just catch him. He's not happy, is he, Manaf? 28-year-old. Signed a couple of seasons ago, doesn't look comfortable at all. 1 minute of time added on. Yeah, just trod on the back of his heel really. No malice in that at all, just trying to skip round him. But that's what good defenders do. They run across the line of the ball and the attacker run into the ball. And when that happens, you can get caught occasionally. That's exactly what happened there. Sure he'll be okay. Well, that 1-0 has gone to 2-0 now. We did see a 5-0 earlier, but the way that Shorta have come back into this game, you have to turn around and say, is it only going to be a question of time before they get themselves a goal? Nasaf definitely taking their foot off the gas of what we saw in that first 10-15 minutes. Nasaf will have to leave the field of play. By the time he gets back round to come back onto the pitch, that should be the end of the half. You can see it's definitely getting colder as well now. You see the steam coming off the players' jerseys. So we should have a full minute, if not just a fraction more, because of that stoppage. Here come Nasaf again. Far too heavy, and you can see the frustration there for Shorta. Wanted it just in front of him, not a half a mile in front of him. Was there a nudge there? Little look back from Esmeralda, as if to say, are you sure? Actually had a spell in Selangor in Malaysia last season. He's only there for a year. His third spell at the club. Veteran centre-back. Looks it then off. Pulls it back. Shorta. Squares. Couldn't bring it under control. Dilakov just couldn't. And there goes the half-time whistle. It's come at the right time for both sides, really. Well, Nasaf started so well and started very, very brightly. They managed to get the breakthrough after just 8 minutes, with Ramatov just tucked it home after a late dynamic run into the box. Shorta, though, have played their way back into this. This is not a gimme by any means. The second 45 minutes is going to tell us a lot more on who will finish bottom of the Asian Champions League Elite West group. All to play for then. Lots of action there, but just not that quality in the final third. I'm sure we'll get that in the second 45 minutes. But at half-time here at the Istiklal Stadium, it's Nasaf 1, Shorta 1. Very warm welcome back to this, the Asian Champions League Elite West Group Zone. We are at the Istiklal Stadium in Fergana, and we have Nasaf against Shorta. Nasaf taking the lead after just 8 minutes thanks to Ramatov. His goal is what separates these two sides. Both sides yet to win in this edition of the competition. We have had a couple of changes as well from Shorta. It looks as though Bassam has come on and Sharif as well. Munaf has gone off. Bubakar is on as well, so 3 changes in all. It's Farhad, and that's re-signed for the club. That will be an injury to Munaf, which has seen him go off. Big strong challenge coming in there. Salah will be the first player to be booked. Doesn't quite agree with it. A nod of the head in the end though, says yeah, okay. Not really too much in that. Slightly unlucky to get a yellow card there. Possession being kept. Nice run, nice strike as well from the man that's just come on, Bassam. He was the man that scored against Al Ittihad back on match day 3 for Shorta. Forwards, but easily dealt with. Bubakar easily dealing with that one. Mendy does well to retain possession. Look to change the focal point to the attack. Farhad. Sharif getting involved as well. Mendy. Long sweeping, booming ball. Didn't find its intended target, and Mutaz picks it up. Farhad. Abdulrazik keeping possession. Bassam. Bassam again seeing a lot of the ball early on here. It's 5 minutes into the second half, and it's been one-way traffic really. Only one side that's been touching the ball. That's the side in green, the away side. Mendy. Not the best switch from him. Razak trying to pick that one up and retain possession, but couldn't. Saying Ali's been working hard, but it's just not been falling for him. Happy to keep the ball. Rustamov. Avanov doing exactly the same. Frustration there for Mutaz Zadim. The judge should have been a little bit too physical in the challenge. Rustanov back to his feet though. Interesting to hear what he would have said at half time. Physical Budayev. They started so well in the first 10-15 minutes, Nasaf. Just allowed Shorta to come back into it and start to dictate the pace of the game. The one that's just caught the ankle there. Backed them off, just a little bit too physical in that challenge. Mendy. Well kept by Abdulrazak. Tried to help it on left footed, but couldn't make it get there. Salah just losing out. Babaka with the ball forwards. Can't keep that one in play. That's going to be a throw for Shorta. Fahad finds Bassam. Tara gets there first. Nicely worked into the channel, Mutaz. Mutaz delivers, decent ball in. Bassam couldn't get there. Just collided with the player, went to attack the ball. The defender just throwing his body on the line, as you would expect good defenders to do. That's the man that's been all over the park. Abid Ramatov has worked so hard in this game. It was his cross that led to the initial goal. Test there, but launch clear. Hassan couldn't get the distance that he wanted. Now it's broken nicely. Real chance here. Good defending. Sometimes you've got to deal with the situation, but the flag's gone up for offside. Abdul Razak tracking back in there. Hassam again in the thick of the action since coming on. Sharif. It's just getting into that final third that's letting them down. Mendy looked as though we'd have got away from him, but did well to retain possession. Tariq helps it on. Lovely little give and go. Oh, the ball in wasn't the best. Just when they needed that quality again, it's the final third that's letting both of these sides down. He should have done better there, Hussein Ali. Nicely played, Happy Ramatov. The give and go, but it just strayed into that offside position, so was never going to get there. Physical challenge that the referee allows to go. Referee not happy with where it is. Continues though. Shorta still trying to probe, looking for that equalizer. Good closing down, well one back, 3 against 2 now for Nasaf if used wisely. Shala has gone to ground. Play on, said the referee. Fans not too happy with that, neither of the players, but Al Shorta keep coming forwards. Well trapped back though. Good work from Maximov. Trying to stay down. Doesn't look happy at all. Well, we'll see again with the replay. It's an awkward fall, more of a coming together. Well, Tariq did raise the arm just into the back of Shala. Not too much in that though. That's why the referee said play on. Mendy and Boubacar having none of it, saying get back to your feet as quickly as possible. They're saying you gave a foul down there. And a little bit of a ticking off as well from the referee. Needs to be careful. It's the only player that's on a yellow card. Getting sent off for something you say. Nice ball played forwards though. Sharif checks back inside, delivers, has a go for goal himself, and well, that's nearly hit the corner flag. Not the best strike in the world from him. Has a bit more quality than that, does Sharif. 29-year-old that's got 2 caps for the national team. Expect a little bit more from him. A change is coming. Oh, Mendy is coming off. That's an interesting one. Farhan is coming on. Mendy, who's been one of the best players for them in the middle of the park, is replaced by the 26-year-old. Aimless and going into that final third. Both sides are as guilty as charged. They have got themselves into good positions on numerous occasions, both of them. Given away. Counter-attacks on. This is where they have to capitalise. A real chance here. Abidelakov. Cool and calmly played out from the back though by Shorta. Sharif. He concedes possession as well cheaply. Oh, we've had so many turnovers in this game. Cheap turnovers as well. Both sides huffing and puffing. As we mentioned throughout this game, either side yet to win a match in this edition of the Champions League. So there is a lot at stake and a lot on the line here. Done by Mutaz. Salah, the little give and go. Ball keeps moving. for Nasaf. Just played into Pakistamov there. Referee playing on. Sharif. Yusuf getting involved as well. There he is again. Pakistamov conceding possession. That's the second time in 30 seconds the 20-year-old has given the ball away. Sharif, little give and go. Wanted another one, but didn't happen. Bassam involved as well. Sharif. Mutaz. Decent little cut back. Mutaz again from range, deflected. Will have to be a lot better than that to beat Nematov. The best goalkeeper in the AFC Under-23 competition. Needs to work on his kicking though. That's the second or third time he's kicked it out. You can see how bad the weather is there. The old Shorta players just really making sure that they've got the sleeping bags and everything to keep themselves warm. Tackle. Fahan felt that was his. The man had scored 9 goals when he broke into the first team after signing in 2002. This is his debut season. Looking to try and get on the end of things, but needs to be in the box for that. There's your shot count. 6-4 in favour of Nasaf, but doesn't tell you the story. Long range effort, stunning goal. Sharif, the man who came on as a substitute, has drawn things all square. It's only their third goal of the competition, but it's the best one by far. No one closed him down. Too much time, space was allowed to him, and this has been coming. Gets the ball out of his feet and goes back across the keeper. That's a good finish. A really good finish from the 29-year-old. Right in the side netting. You can see the frustration as well of the skipper, Ishmuradov. And that is a good finish. It's only their third goal, as we have a change the other way as well. Was there a nudge? No, said the referee. So this game now starting to hot up and heat up a little bit. What a strike. Fantastic finish. Now the backs are up against the wall. It has been coming. You do have to give a bit of praise and credit to Al Shorta. You have to say that the travel preparations and plans that they had to get here to Uzbekistan played its part in that first 15-20 minutes, but since then they have been the side that have looked better by miles. Well, they're trying them from everywhere now. It's the other substitute, Ahmed Farhan, that's deciding to have a go. Silurkov has gone off. It is Yusuf Otabanjo who has come on. Still on side. Good work. Bassin playing that one in. Shorta. Concedes possession again. With Bassin. Play on, said the referee. And it's all going wrong. And it's all going one way at the moment, and that's the way of the visitors. Ahmed Farhan playing that one inside early. Hassan losing out, play allowed to continue. A bit of composure there, a bit of Ramatov doing well to retain possession. Shorta. Nice ball play forwards. Had to deal with that, the skipper Fahad Yusuf. Had to come a long way to deal with that situation. Fired in, it's a dangerous one, but nicely headed away. Easy and comfortable by Abdul Razak. Counter-attacks on here for Al Shorta. Nicely played. Ahmed Farhan just losing out. Well, there was a chance there of that counter-attack. Possession conceded though, and now hooks it then off. Gets things moving again. Shorta. Nicely played. Abdul Razak pulls it back. Couldn't clear his lines on that occasion though. Dangerously clipped in again, just headed away, not far enough. The volley comes back, it's ricocheting and bouncing around. Time and space to exploit. Lovely little ball inside, and the strike from Al Mawas. Not a million miles away. Well, the 32-year-old Syrian legend. Not a million miles away. As we're having a look at the goal there from Sharif. No one closing down, and he's gone back across goal. It's a great finish. Lovely goal. All square on the shot front now. Lovely ball. Good defending. Boubacar coming across and dealing with that situation. Former Niger international, clearing his lines there. 30 caps for Niger, the 31-year-old. Off to deliver. Decent ball. Bouncing, bobbling around. The second bite of the cherry, but again the green shirts are in the way to block it. Fired back in dangerously all the way through to the back post. Wanted the handball, did Otobanjo. That was a foul that was given on Boubacar. Was there a handball though? That's going to be the question. Nah. Completely in his midriff. Well, we mentioned that they hadn't lost this calendar year. Al Shorta. 3 wins and 2 draws in January in the league. As mentioned, they find themselves 2 points behind Al Jawaya at the top of the table. Do have that game in hand. It's been checked this by VAR. There didn't look too much in it. It did look as though it hit the midriff. Change coming again. Goal scorer goes off. Ramatov. Ramanov comes on. Shorta coming again. We can get the ball in. Razak keeping that ball moving, as is Mutaz. Saint Ali with the ball in. Free header! What a chance that was for Bassam to get his second of this competition. They really are piling on the pressure now at Al Shorta. ball. Nicely played. Well, they are taking their time now. Nasaf feel that they think a draw could just be enough. Bassam closed down quickly. Well, one back. What's a Banjo working hard, but nothing coming off for him. Eight minutes of the game left. 1-1 is the scoreline. This will see Shorta be eliminated from getting through to the knockout phase as well. Decent ball in, but no bodies in there. Change being made as well. Mutaz goes off. Ahmad Yahya will come on. Here he is, Ahmad Yahya. That's his first touch. Far too much time and space for Abdul Razak. Time and space as well for Ahmad Yahya. Lovely touch, well played from Ahmad. Ahmad Faham wins the corner. Been too many corners in this game for either side. All about the quality into the box now. Fired into that near post area, and Boubacar trying to get the flick on. Just have come off him last. Not happy with that decision. Really don't think he's going to get the referee to change his mind. Nasaf have Sharjah away in their last game. As we mentioned, Aldo Hale await Al Shorta. Looks as though this one may be played out to a draw. It will be the first point Nasaf get in this competition. That's offside, but they'll allow it to go for a bit. There's no way that was going to happen. Looked a little bit clumsy. Again, conceding just a silly little free kick on Bassam. Back at. Decent ball in. Moved away though by the skipper, Eshmuradov. And now Nasaf can hit on the counter attack. Here's Shala. Shala bearing down on goal. It's Shala. Got forced wide, and now the flag goes up for offside. Wasted. Oh, he's right on the line. Toes were just in the opponent's half, and that's enough. Stays this way, Nasaf will stay bottom of the table, but they will have their first point of the campaign. Shorta, well, they'll double the number of points they have. They'll move on to 2. They will still stay in 11th position. Still plenty of time to go though. Nice little cut back, time, space. Bassam tees it up. Abdul Razak on the turn. Again, the ball bouncing and bobbling around. Mawas pulling the trigger, but just couldn't find the target. Full of running. Abdunazarov losing out in the end. 90 seconds remain of the 90. Wanted the free kick, but not given Ahmed Fahan. The defence is definitely not on top at the moment. Both sides just ebbing and flowing from end to end. Adani Shala. To the near side, kept in play. Abdulnazarov plays it back for a little bit of time and space. Well worked as well by Bedir Ramanov. Here he is again. Again losing out. Shorta now looking to try and grab a winner, but they concede possession in that final third. That's 10 turnovers. It must be in the last 90 seconds. Time, space. Ahmed Fahan waits for the support. Ahmed Yahya. Yahya goes for the return, pulls it back. Important save. Big long stretch there from Namatov. Corner. They settle for the draw. Will they just fire this one in? Might as well fire it in and have a go. Very, very deep. Flicked away in the end by Pakstramov. Another corner. Pressure mounting, 4 minutes of time added on. We're already 90 seconds into that. This time clipped in, but headed away from Eshmuradov. Long range efforts. Teed up. Has the flag gone up? The flag stayed down. Ball scooped into that far post area and out of play. Well, the player's not happy with the linesman on the far side or the assistant. Couple of late changes. Usmanov is coming on. It's going to be Shala that goes off. Halalov is coming on as well. Luksidinov will go out. Conceding possession far too cheaply. Nazarov keeps it simple. Gaibulayev flipped into the corner, into the final minute. Trying to be a little bit too clever there. Scoot forwards to Banjo. Better options, much better options. Here's the one at the other end. That was very, very close, but the little flick there from Almawas tried to put it goal bound, but again Nematov comes to the rescue. Yeah, really needs to work on his clicking. Nematov shown that he's a great shot stopper, has that presence, just his distribution needs a little bit of tweaking. 4 minutes are up, so it's up to the referee. The whistle goes to the mouth. Honours even. And you would say that's harsh against Al Shorta. The first 10 minutes of the match belonged to Nasaf, and they took the lead through Ramatov with just 8 minutes on the clock. But then after about 15-20 minutes, it's been all one-way traffic, and it's been in favour of the Iraqi visitors, Al Shorta. They managed to get the equaliser from Sharif, a second half substitute, who drilled it into that top corner, back across Nematov in goal. That was in the 69th minute, but we couldn't get a decisive winner. Both sides remain winless in the AFC Champions League Elite, but Nasaf do get their first point of the campaign, and Al Shorta double their advantage. Both will not progress through to the knockout stage of the competition. It was going to be a massive uphill task for that to happen anyway tonight, but it's been a hard-fought battle, and pride for both sides as they rolled their sleeves up and dug in and managed to get themselves a point each. The Nasaf fans go over to say thank you to the fans that have come out in their numbers. It's cold tonight over there in Uzbekistan, but it's finished in the West Group of the Asian Champions League. Nasaf won, Al Shorta won.